Educators with Kimmi. I am your host. I am Kimmi. Welcome. How's it going today? Just thought I'd pop in. I have a topic I wanted to talk about. I am really live in the house. Sometimes people say, "Are you really live? Is she really live?" Yes, I am live. I am live. How's it going? Today we are talking about being dual commissioned. Dual commissioned. I get that question a lot. Kimmi, can I be a notary in 2 states so I can make double the money? I'm like, okay. Hey, Melissa. Melissa, I saw all your comments. I just have not had time to respond. I want to thank you for commenting, though. I appreciate it. How are you? How are you? Dual commissioned notary. Yeah, I get that question a lot. Can I be dual commissioned? And a lot of times people want to be dual commissioned so they can make more money. Okay, there are many reasons why. I'm going to get right into it, but let's talk about who I am really quick for those who may be new. I am a notary educator, and I actually teach you how to become a notary. I don't just sell courses. I'm actually teaching you how to do it. The best way I found to do that is by means of my mentorship program. And in the mentorship program, you have access to over 15 different trainings, and they're very simple trainings, so you're not inundated with just training after module after module after module. You learn what you need to get going, helps you overcome your fears, to be more confident. And then we also, part of the mentorship program, we are here live to help you. We do push back because we want you to know your stuff. So it's not a mentorship program where you can say, Kimmi, what can I take an expired ID? I'm going to push back and have you check your notary handbook so you can be a professional. Okay? So it's not a hand holding kind of thing. So it's very you will learn what you need to learn, but it's not hand holding. It's teaching you how to run a business. So if you're not ready for that, and you may not be, we can come back to that. Let me come back to that part. Right now, we're going to get to the topic. But I do want to talk about that, though. Let me write that down, because if I don't, I'll forget. Hand holding. Let's write that down. Okay. So anyway, let's get into topic. So the question I have all the time, I get a lot, is, can I be a notary in 2 different states? Now, you may say, well, I could barely be a notary in 1 state. And I'm going to say that, too, in just a moment. But many of you are wanting to be dual commissioned, and you want to be able to make money in 2 separate states, right? Hi, everybody. Welcome to those who will watch the replay and those who will listen to the podcast later. Yeah, so, and I get that. So you're like, I want to be a notary. So in my case, I'm in Georgia. Teach all 50 though, but I'm in Georgia. So I border Alabama, which is 2 hours. I'm actually 2 hours from each direction. 2 hours to Alabama. I'm 2 hours to South Carolina, 2 hours to North Carolina, and 4 hours to Florida. So Florida probably wouldn't be an option for me, but 2 hours to Tennessee also. So I border quite a few states. And I love a road trip, okay? Love a road trip. So anyway, all that being said, for me, it's not really practical for me to be in any of those other states because I'm 2 hours away. But if you lived in Dalton, Georgia, that's a half hour from Chattanooga, then you might say, well, hey, I might be commissioned in Tennessee and in Georgia and get make more money. So that's the primary reason why people want to do it. Now, other reasons why people want to be dual commissioned or be able to work in 2 states, and that's what it's called, being dual commissioned. That means you have a notary stamp that you can use in Georgia, and then you have one you can use in Florida, or you're dual commissioned where you can work in Pennsylvania and you can also work in New York, okay? So that's dual commissioned. Now you have the people like in the DMV area, Maryland, Virginia, and DC. Those people are able to sometimes cross borders, cross states a little easier because they kind of work as one state, sometimes or one entity, those 3. So a lot of times you'll find that those particular people, those notaries can work in 3 different states easily, no problem. But for the majority of us, it's not that easy to become dual commissioned, okay? Sharon says, hey, I'm from Connecticut. What's up, girl? And I'm new to this and trying to get familiar with the business. Sharon, I really recommend the number one thing you do before you start spending any money, buying your equipment, buying your, because a lot of times people will go out and buy their printers, their toner, their ink. They got all this stuff and don't know what to do with it. I compare that to buying a car and you don't have a driver's license yet. So I really recommend you get my book that I wrote for the state of Connecticut, How to Start Your Notary Business in the State of Connecticut. There is one for every state, and it's going to give you a nice overview of the business. The ebook is like a quick read. Both of them are the ebook or paperback. And then once you know what to do, and it even has a link in there to go to your state to get your commission if you don't already have it. But I always start with find out what you're getting into. Is the notary business still profitable, lucrative, and all of that? Yes, it is. Do you need to know what you're doing? Yes, you do. I always say if you don't know how to do your business, you have no business doing business. Okay. So so you're in the area too, Connecticut, up there. I don't know where you are in Connecticut, but Connecticut, New York, and all those kind of areas are kind of close. So you might be able to be dual commission. So now, so we talked about some reasons why people would want to have two notary commissions or be able to be a notary in two different states. Now let's talk about what the process is. Hartford. Okay. Yeah. Hartford. I used to work for Hartford Insurance. I always think of Connecticut when I hear that. I think they started up there, right? So anyway, so the process is you have to go through each state, whatever their process is. So for example, I'm in Georgia. If I also wanted to be in Tennessee, I got to go through the Georgia application and I have to go through the Tennessee application. If you're in New York and you want to be in Connecticut, you got to go through the New York process and the Connecticut process. Now, the thing about being dual commissioned also is that they typically want you to have some kind of business in that other state. So like you may live in your primary state, but you want to be a notary in this extra state, then they really want to know why you need another commission. What business do you have in this other state? So normally the person would own some property there. Maybe it's a rental property. Maybe you have a summer home. Because I had one notary, she lived in like the north during the summer. And then in the winter, she went south. So she was dual commissioned. Because in 6 months out the year, she lived up north. 6, she lived in the other state. So she was dual commissioned. That was pretty cool, actually. So that way she's able to keep her business going, right? So you can be dual commissioned, but you just, like I said, normally they want to know why. What business do you have in this state that causes you to need that, okay? Now, let's talk about being dual commissioned, because you may think, okay, this is a simple topic. Either I am or I'm not. Guess what? You cannot. So I am dual commissioned. Let's just say I am. I'm not. I'm only commissioned in one state. And most of you probably only need to be commissioned in one state because you don't know what you're doing for that one state. But once you know how to do that one state, your laws and stuff, now we can add the other state, okay? And don't be mixing up the state laws, okay? But anyway, so for example, if I am a notary in Tennessee, I cannot use my Tennessee stamp in the state of Georgia, okay? I can only use it in the state that I'm commissioned. So even though I'm dual commissioned, I cannot take my Georgia stamp and go use it over in Tennessee. So you got to know exactly what you're doing. These kind of things can get tricky because you may think that you can just use your stamp wherever you want to. Now, you are a notary for the whole state wherever you are commissioned. Okay, a lot of people don't know that. So I live outside of Atlanta, but I can go anywhere in Georgia. I forgot how many counties we have. Hold on. How many counties in Georgia? I forgot. Yes, we have 159 counties. Google, y'all, my best friend. That's why I always tell people, if you don't know something, Google it. Okay, we had somebody in our chat earlier looking for documents, a special type of document. Google is my best friend. I've had clients, and I'll tell you guys this. I say this all the time. She asked me, hey, can you do a codicil? And I was like, oh, yeah, sure, I can. I'm like, what's a codicil? So I'm typing, looking it up. So I was like, sure, ma'am, I can do that. And for those of you who do not know, you might need to be in my estate/training course, but I'm going to tell you what it is. A codicil is just an amendment to the will, okay? So anyway, hey Lori W, what's up? What's up? How you doing? So yeah, there's 159 counties in Georgia. So I can notarize in any of those counties, okay? So let's see how many counties there are in Tennessee. If you're a Tennessee notary, that means you can actually travel to 95 counties. All right, and I think this is in my book too. I think this is in each state's book. Okay, Donna Mac, what's up? What's up? I see a lot of my mentee people are here today. Y'all doing amazing. They really are, guys. We'll talk about mentorship later. So anyway, so do you get the point though? So you can be a notary in any of these counties. So that actually, if you don't mind traveling, so in my area, I try to travel no more than 30 minutes, any direction. I don't mind going east, north, south, or west. I'll go any direction. But my maximum I try to is like 30 minutes. In Atlanta, that's a lot. So that for me, that might be 15 miles. I try to go 15 any direction. But I can go anywhere. So my furthest I've ever traveled is about 2 hours up to the Chattanooga line. I didn't go into Tennessee, but I was up to the border almost. I was in Dalton, which is about another half hour. So I was an hour 40, something like that, okay? So that's the furthest I've ever been. Now I had another job one day that I could not do, and I gave it to Angela that used to work with us, and that was at the South Carolina line. That was 2 hours away. Okay, that's the furthest she's gone, and that job to this day is one that Jeffrey like, dog it. We should have did that. Why did you get that job, boy? Because they paid good money. They couldn't find a notary, and I know a lot of times people say, "Oh, notaries are on every corner." They are not, guys. They're not. Monica Sunshine, number 2. What's up? What's up? No, they're not. Notaries are not on every corner like you would think. So anyway, I gave that job to her, and it was 2 hours up near the South Carolina border. Okay. So if you're willing to travel, this is another way that some notaries are making more money than others, because I don't prefer to do a lot of traveling. I got my travel zone, and once I hit that max, either way, I'm like, hey, I'll call somebody and say, I got this job over here. You want to go do it? Depending on what time of day it is. So for me, I don't mind working 11 till 8. That's my schedule. My business is open, I think, 9 to 8. I keep forgetting to change the hours back. During the winter, we usually close at 5. But I keep forgetting, so we're still open till 8. So sometimes when the phone is ringing later than 5, I'm like, why are people still calling me? But I never changed it this year. I just forgot. And it's all good. So after 5, though, we don't typically go out a lot. If they want to come here, they can. I had a guy last week. He didn't want to come to me. So I sent him to one of our notary people in our group and in our mentor group. And he didn't want to pay her, basically. He wanted us to travel to him. I'm like, dude, you already know once you pull out your car, it's going to cost more money, okay? It's going to cost more money. So, and that's why I always, in our case, because we allow people to travel to us by appointment only, but I'll give you 2 choices, you know? I had a situation I talked about last week. Oh, you're welcome, Monica Sunshine. You're welcome. Yeah, I had a situation last week. She's just said, thank you for your help. Hey, everybody, welcome. I see we got a lot of new people. If you missed the topic, go back and catch up. Now we're just kind of doing a little chit chat. And, I always got a story and a lesson in everything I do. But anyway, this guy last week, he had to get his loan modification documents re-notarized because he didn't sign with his middle name. And his document didn't have his middle name on it. It did not. Oh, congratulations. What state are you in? Yeah, he didn't have his middle initials on the document. So it's funny, this time, even when he was signing it, okay, let's start over. He had the loan modification package. I'm looking at the signature line. His middle name is not there. I was the notary on the first signing that he did. So he called me back out for the second one. And I'm looking at it and I said, well, your middle name is not even here, not even a middle initial, nothing. He was like, I know, but they want me to write it in here. Well, why didn't they tell him that from the beginning? So it's funny. I already knew I didn't make a mistake. Not that I couldn't, but I knew I didn't. Anyway, I told him, I said, when he called me about the appointment, I said, hey, you got 2 options. I was like, you can travel to me and I'll do it for free, just being kind, okay? or he would pay my travel fee, and it wasn't my full travel fee to go to him since it was a redo. Okay. And he was right here in the area too. So I gave him an option. He was like, oh, you can come to me. So people pay for convenience. They pay for convenience. You have to know how to price your services. Okay. You need to know how to price your services. And that's why a lot of people aren't successful in their notary business, because they don't know how to do their notarial duties. They're afraid. They don't have any confidence. They actually don't know what to do, because your state just gives you the commission. They take your money and they're like, here, bye, go. And that's not running a business. That's not running a business. I teach you how to do your notarial duties, how to run your business, how to price and market your services, and then how to actually do your business. And we have to do that together. So now I'm going to go back to my first thought earlier about holding someone's hand. So the way the mentorship program works, I'll tell you what it is first. I digress. What the mentorship program is $47 per month. It includes access to all of my trainings and Alexis's trainings. Notarize Like a Pro will teach you how to properly notarize your documents. It will teach you also it will help you to get the courage and the confidence that you need in order to build your business. Again, your state just gives you the commission to say deuces, but you don't know what to do. What's an acknowledgement? What's a jurat? And people say, well, you can Google on YouTube. And you can, but that's still not going to teach you, right? You need to know. So anyway, we do a deep dive into teaching you how to know your notarial duties. Then from there, within the mentorship program, and you're watching the courses, you're asking questions after you watched a few. You can't watch one video and then say, hey, da 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 da, what's it? No, it's building blocks. And as you continue to build, you come to the live sessions. We have at least 4 per month. This month we're having 5, but we always have at least 4, 1 per week. Now this week we're having 2. So check out the schedule at notaryeducatorsllc.com for the mentorship program. Again, notaryeducatorsllc.com. You'll see the whole lineup for the month of February. Okay. The replays are available. So when you join mentorship, you can go back and watch all the replays, all the gems that were dropped. And you would think it's so funny because I give a lot of information here on YouTube, right? I got like 1,000 videos. And even this one, this is new for me. I've talked about it, but I never did a deep dive into being dual commissioned. But you would think there's nothing else to talk about. In every meeting, we all learn something different. I even learned some stuff. I learned some tools that some of the mentees are using. So I'm going to do another full video on that. We had a session the other day, and the tool came today. So I'll do a full video on that coming up once I get myself together. I might come live tomorrow and do that one. I just didn't feel like it today. So anyway, let's see what else we had here. So with the mentorship program, though, what I was getting at, the hand-holding part, is I cannot just take what I have learned in 6 years plus really 20 something and put it in your head. You have to put it in your own brain, your own heart, just like I had to. So the mentorship program was not designed for us to hold your hand. It's not designed for you to just call us on every single thing. It's not designed for you to just at your whim put a question in there. As you're building on your business, building on your knowledge, things will start to click. So I'm there, the team is here in order to help you to fill in the gaps, not to teach you in a way that you don't have to do anything. I can't just cut your brain open and drop everything notary in there. It has to get in there some kind of way. Either you're going to read it, you're going to self-teach, you're going to let us help you, you're going to watch the videos. Each video, each course is very succinct in what you need. The estate/trust package course talks about how to work with attorneys, how to process or notarize an estate package. Okay? So you have to put that in your brain. I cannot just cut you open and stick it in there. It's not that easy, okay? Even if you get a heart transplant or any organ, you still got to exercise that organ. It do not just work because you stuck it in there. You got to take medication. You got to eat right. So everything in life, you have to put something into it, guys. You have to. And a lot of times today, we don't want to put anything into our business. You know, our businesses fail because we don't want to put nothing into it. We bought all this stuff, but now you got to know what to do. When you get married, same thing. If you don't put some work into it, and both parties have to work at the marriage thing, okay? Both parties. So we're not going to throw any blame or shade about that. Marriages fail. They do. But then sometimes people look back and say, dang, could I have did this? Could I have did that? Even in my own marriage, I'm like, you know what? There's always room for improvement, okay? And you're like, dang, you getting too comfortable with somebody? Or, it could be anything where you realize, dog, I need to be a little bit nicer. And especially with Jeffrey and I with this business, we've worked together before in different businesses and stuff, but this is the first time we've ever had to be together like forever, ever. Like usually he go to work, I go to work, we come home, we talk about what happened. And it's a little different because I'm in the role that I am in this business. Okay. We started the business, but I started the business. You know what I'm saying? So I have to realize that he brings a different talent to the table. And shout out Janae over at Florida Notary, Florida something. I can't remember the name of it, but her and her husband do their business together. And one day we were on something, and I asked that question. I was in a group, and I said, "Hey, Janae, how do you guys do it, or whatever?" And she was like, each person brings your own strength. And Carol Ray too, at Notary to Pro. When she was living, I used to be on their program sometimes. At that time, I was actually a guest in the audience, and I asked her because her and her husband worked together. I said, "How y'all do that? It's challenging." And she was like, "Yeah, each person has their own gift, and it's similar to what Janae said. Janae Blatch. Let me get it right. Hold on. But Janae's over at the internet a lot. You might see her on some different stuff. Blanche. Let me see. I just want to get it right. Blatch. Janae Blatch. Yeah, Janae's cool. So anyway, so her and her husband work together in the same notary space. So, again, it's a little awkward sometimes. And again, I want to continue. He is the head of our home. I support him, and I want to make sure I'm always, being respectful. But sometimes that other hat come on, y'all, my boss hat, and I'm like, okay, we got to do A, B, C. And one day Jeffrey was like, I do not work for you. It's all good. And when he said that, I looked, I was like, I think I overstepped. Because he had did a project one whole way. This has been years ago when we first started. But he had did a project, but I ain't forgot it. Okay? Because how somebody say something, how it make you feel. So he took the project and he did the whole thing. And I came back and I was like, I went downstairs. He's sitting at the table. I said, I think we're going in a different direction. And I guess he was like, what the? He didn't say that. He would never cuss me out. Ever. He has never. But anyway, I guess he was thinking in his mind, no, I ain't do all this work, and now you're going to tell me ABC. So it happens. All right, let's see. Taco Truth Day says, what do you offer in your notary services? I have my stamp, insurance, bond, and journal, and haven't started. Not sure where to start. Yeah, Taco Truth Day. Again, you probably need my notary book, how to start your business in whatever state you're in. I wrote one for each state. Each state has their own book, and I cover everything, the services that I offer, services that you can offer, how to price. I go over a little bit of everything in that book, but it's more than enough to get you started. So check out the ebook or the paperback, okay? And of course, you could always watch the channel here. Monica Sunshine says, it's so much information on your channel. I know, girl. So you can only imagine what mentorship is like. It's amazing. It is. I keep everything simple too. So Monica Sunshine says, during a notary signing, goes attorney get a fee for being present? Oh yeah, yeah. The notary gets the attorney gets the most of the money. They get all of the money basically. They give you a portion, but yes. So Monica is in Georgia also, and her question is, when they do have to hire an attorney and the notary, does the attorney get paid? We already know attorneys don't do nothing without getting paid, right? They get paid by the minute. So typically what happens, and I have this on the channel too, you can check it out. I would say you can start here at the beginning if you want to. Typically with an attorney signing here in like Georgia or South Carolina is an attorney state. There's several. what happens is the attorney is only on the phone long enough to explain several documents. So once they explain those documents, they'll tell you, hey, you can call me back, or sometimes they'll stay on the phone and just listen. Sometimes they'll just put the phone, they'll either call you back after, say call me when it's done, or either they'll stay on the phone, or they'll say I'll call you back because they got another appointment. So that can go several different ways, but they are definitely getting paid. They get the bulk of the money, and they just give us a little portion. All right. Monica Sunshine, is it possible to make $500 per day in Georgia? It depends on what you're doing. It depends on what you're doing. This is Monica Sunshine again. Yeah. So how do you make $500 a day? I don't like to say 500, even though I did make 6 the other day. My 6 consisted of 2 apostilles, and the other 2 was general notary work. So I did make 6 that day. I did. I do not do that every single day. I do not. Full transparency. Can you make 3 a day? Yep. If you get out there and hustle. I got a notary right now. She's in our mentorship group. She has 3 signings on Monday. Now, will each job pay her $100? Probably not. But if you can make $100 a day times 30 days, that's $3,000 a month. Is that additional money to your full-time job? Or, could you do a lot with $3,000 a month? I think so. So will you make that a day? That's going to depend on you, Monica. What time are you starting? What time are you ending? What kind of jobs are you getting? So with my apostille job, it started out at $175. He wanted me to take the documents to his apartment, which was another 15 minutes away. So I went ahead and did that. I charged him another $25. So that job went from $175 to $200. Should have been probably $225, but it's all good. And so that particular day I had 2, which it's rare I have 2 apostilles, because that day like that is gravy. Okay, but typically I don't do $600 a day. I don't, because I don't do what it takes to make that. I'm being fully honest with you. Now, for me, in order to make $600, could I do it? Yeah. Could I start at 8 in the morning, work till 8 at night, take every single phone call? I give out a lot of work. If you're in a mentorship group, you see me passing out work sometime. It might be too late for me. It may be that I have another appointment that I got to do. I can't do all of them. So, yes, and a lot of reasons. If I wanted to take witness jobs, I get witness job requests all day. I don't do those all day. I'm very picky now about what kind of assignments I take, because I've been doing it long enough. I prefer to work direct versus, I do signing companies too. I have no problem with signing companies, but I do a little bit more direct now that I've been doing it for 6 years. My Google page is tight. People know I know what I'm doing. I don't really make mistakes. I do, but I don't make a lot, because I know what I'm doing. It's still rare. Lori, thank you. Lori W says mentorship is fantastic. Highly recommend the program. I thank you, Lori W. What's going on with you today? Y'all caught me on a good day, because I don't really have nothing else to do. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a little bit longer if y'all got any questions, and then I'm gonna go do my elliptical. I do that every day. I need to get back on track with my eating, but that's another story. Monica Sunshine, so do you think notary signing agent is worth it? I do for me now. Is it worth it for you? You have to look at your circumstances. Is it something you could actually put into your life, Are you going to do what it takes to learn the business? So only you could decide that, considering the fact that the attorney gets the majority of the fee. The majority, they get part of the fee. They don't get all of the fee, okay? So it depends on what kind of job it is, what kind of assignment. It's a lot of variables. It's not no one answer, okay? So is there an apostille registry? Nope. I advertise my apostille services, Lacey. Yeah, I advertise my business. So a lot of times I had somebody recently in a chat, in our group chat. When I say chat now, I'm referring to our group chat mentor program. They had someone reaching out to them on Instagram or some kind of way saying they wanted them to be the notary for their company or whatever. And it just sounded really fishy and sketchy to me. The main way you're going to build your business is the old-fashioned way you build a business. You will get some hits from signing companies. You will get some hits from notary, NNA National Notary Association. You will get some signings from there. Find a notary. But the majority of your business is going to come from you boots on the ground, getting out there, meeting people, getting out there, getting your name out, and doing these signings from signing companies so they can see your account going up, that you know what you're doing, not making mistakes. There's not registries for everything. There's just not. And if people try to sell your registry for apostilles, they try to sell your registry for general notary work. That's the long NNA. Now I pay $99 a year for that. That's the only thing I pay for that. And signingorder.com. I pay $2.99. Those are the only two that I pay for to receive work. Signing order, I get work all day long, to your question. And then when you go back to the NNA website with them, I received last year when it rolled out. It's been out now 2 years. 2 years. I would say I got about 4 signings from them per year. For now, as they continue to grow, I might get more, but it's all based on where you live at too. Don't forget that part. So anyway, I do receive about 4 per year. So for me, 4 per year, I usually charge. Those jobs are usually power of attorney signings, average 75, 150, whatever, depending on where you're located. So for me, I make more than $99 per year doing those jobs. So I keep that active. Yeah. But I don't pay for nothing else. None of these other registries, not one. And people tell me, Kimmi, you should start a registry. If I really thought I could provide you with some substance and some work, I would, but I'm not going to be a signing company. I have no interest in being a signing company. The work that I do hand out to people, I just give it to them. I have zero interest in being a signing company because I'm kind of OCD. And when it comes to my documents, when it comes to providing customer service, and if it's not done correctly, your girl goes crazy. And I can't drive down to Alabama and say, why you mess up these documents? I can't drive down there and say, why would you mean to my client? So I cannot. PBL says, hey, I'm here in Louisiana. I will join in April. Okay, we'll be looking for you. Oh, Lori, I appreciate it. She says only the truth. I do appreciate it. And Lori can speak to that we are available. I think I just saw something in the chat too, didn't I? What was in the chat, Lori? Let me see. Jeffrey or Alexis hopefully are getting it because I don't know what they said. I see there's a message there. If it's not private, Lori, drop in this chat for me what they're talking about, okay? But Jeffrey or Alexis should be on top of that too. We got 2 other trainers. So Monica says, got commission yesterday. I've been doing a real estate course. I really want to go ahead and join your mentorship, but I'm feeling like I'm taking on a lot. Just wait there. We'll be here in a hurry. Watching you gets me excited. Well, I'm glad. I hope to put some fire in you and under you. But no, honey, don't take on no more than you can, okay? It's no hurry. We're going to be here. We've been here. We will be here. You take your time. Again, in the meantime, I would really recommend get the book that I wrote for the state of Georgia. I think you were in Georgia. It's going to tell you all about it, being a notary in the state of Georgia, okay? I believe you were Georgia. Well, whatever state you are, there's a book for you, okay? So that's where I tell everybody to start. That way you get a nice overview of the business in less than a 2-hour read. It's a very quick read, okay? I even reduced the price of the books because I want everybody to at least get started with the book. And then you can come on over to mentorship when you're ready, okay? Or you can buy single courses. Now, the single courses are still on sale. I even have my apostille course, wedding officiant. All of those courses are included in mentorship for $47 per month. Or you can buy them separately on sale for 60% off. Because I find a lot of people are still wanting their course that they can own it. They don't want to have to be a part of the group session. So we have something for everybody. And I actually rolled out, and I'm going to do a whole video on this, but sorry guys, I just had a smoothie. You can go and check it out at your leisure under the books section. I am releasing ebooks now. My ebook, start marketing your notary business. It's not that complicated. It's available now in e-form. Okay. Then I also have the Start Your Wedding Officiant ebook. Okay, if you want to start adding wedding officiant and you don't want to get the course, the books are amazing. The ebooks are based on the courses. So they're a quick read and they give you everything you need step by step to market your business, step by step to and not just basic marketing. It's some good marketing tips. Y'all know how I do. I'm very proud of it. I just put that out today. So I didn't do a full rollout on it. I'm going to. But anyway, go to notaryeducatorsllc.com and check it out. Okay. So I got to start marketing your notary business book, ebook, and I got start your wedding officiant business ebook. And again, those do have courses that go with them. Like you can buy the course if it's part of mentorship or separate. But I put these in an ebook, and that is my goal because a lot of people just want to kind of read. They don't want to do the course. So the courses are designed like this for those of you who don't know too. I think I should explain this. So the courses are designed, it's like you and I sitting in a room and I'm teaching you step by step what to do, right? That's the courses. And they're really nice. They're not modules, ain't no testing, ain't no all that. It just gives the information you need, right? The ebook is a quick read based on what the course is. So it's like a cliff note. But you get everything without me talking. Because I ain't going to shortchange you. You still get everything you need. But you just don't hear me talking. Some people like to hear me. They say, Kimmi, I heard you in my voice. I heard you in my sleep last night. Or if they're at a sign and they're like, I heard you when I was getting ready to stamp that paper upside down and you told me to do ABC. So anyway, so you can buy them separately or again, part of mentorship, whatever you prefer. And again, the sale is 60% off. Coupon code is WIN, WIN 2025 for 2025. And you can pick whatever you want. Okay, let's go to some of your questions. So yeah, if you want to be a real estate agent and a notary though, so you need to make sure what laws you cross and don't be the thin line there, some stuff you want to be doing for your clients, and I'll just caution you in that area, okay? Sharon says, is there a realistic time frame to become a notary? Well, you can become a notary like in an hour. In our state, you get two people say they know you, go down there to the office, pay $55, and you become a notary. Within an hour, you can become a notary. Now, is there a time frame to become a notary boss and to have a business that's running and making money? I would say 2 to 3 months on average. That's what it's looking like in our mentorship program. The ones that are actually really working the program from the time they started to now. I got one person, like I said, she got 3 signings on Monday. One had 2 signings on Friday. And I'm just proud of my program. I am. I don't put them out here on blast and unless they want to come join me. I need to be better about that as far as advertising my business, Notary Educators. But I am more than content that my people are doing well. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I have to get on here and bring them and parade them and say, no. I talk about it like I'm doing right now, but the proof is in the pudding. I mean, they're doing amazing. And even they're here in the chat talking about it. So that's unpaid, unsolicited. So thank you guys. So I'll say it's up to you. Brianna, the sale isn't going to end, hon. You can get it when you want to. The coupon code won't change. It's WIN 2025. WIN 2025. Okay. Leslie says, hello, Kimmi. I'm always watching from Ohio. Yes. Welcome, welcome. We're neighbors because I used to be in, I'm from Michigan, actually. Monica, I still claim Michigan, y'all. I don't care how long I'm going to be gone. I'm going to claim Michigan. And welcome everybody that's just joining us. I see we have quite a few people. Don't be afraid to ask your questions. I'm here to help and talk a little bit. Let's see what else we got. So after I paid the $55, they said, okay, have a good one. I literally don't know what to do next. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Monica, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's exactly what happens. They say, go. So that, because the states do that, this is what I did for y'all. Start your notary business in Georgia, in case you didn't know. Here's one. Start your notary business in Florida, right? Then we got start your notary business in Indiana. Whatever state you are in, this is how you start the business. The state only gives you the commission. They're not teaching you to start a business. They don't care if you start a business. They just want their $55 because you became a notary. So now you want to take your $55 and turn it into an investment. You want to invest in yourself and start your business. So, I mean, what other business you going to start for $55? I mean, the notary business. So someone asked earlier, it might have been you, Monica. Is it still worth it? Is it, how can it not be? It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not an MLM, market level. What is it? What is it? ML, let me look it up. I'm at the computer. Is it MLL, market level marketing? Oh, that's it. I had it right. It's not an MLM, market level marketing. It's not that you spend $55 and you got to go get 10 people under you. No, you spend $55 and now you need to learn your business, get out there and market it, know what you're doing, and do your job. Build your business. Price your services. Don't make mistakes. Send the scam backs. Call people and connect. That's what you got to do. $55. Was it worth it? I think it was. That's a great return on investment. For those of you who don't know, ROI, return on investment. If you spend $55 and now you got a business that you can grow, perhaps bring on family members, sisters, husband, spouse, whatever, and y'all all do the business together. When I got my commission when I first started in 2019, because I had a commission before twice. Actually, probably more than that, but whatever. But when I got it this time, I am starting my business, right? I had, my brother asked me, he said, so what you gonna do with the business? I said, just one a day. If I could stamp one paper a day at $25, that was my goal. Like $600 a month, that's all I was trying to make. It was a lot going on. I was getting that COVID money. My mom was living with me. I had all, so I just was just doing it just for the heck of it. And if I had only known then, not only did I become a notary, my niece became a notary, my friend became a notary, okay? My husband became a notary. Another couple we know, we helped them with their commissions, right? So that's 6 people right there. Not to mention the number that come through my mentorship program when we were offering live in-person training, when we were offering live trainings via the group sessions and stuff. I mean, we've helped a lot of people. So for $55, if you can have a whole grown-up business that can't nobody tell you what to do, was it worth it? Yeah. I'm about to say something I didn't want to say. Yes. Now, you just need to learn what to do because like you already said, the state doesn't teach you that. The state gave you the commission. Bye. They don't even know if you're going to be able to execute your duties. But I want you to execute your duties, okay? But anyway, so I'll show you the books one more time, though. And again, I just have a few of the states here. I didn't buy all 55 of them. But, yeah, so they're at notaryeducatorsllc.com under the book section. And that's going to help you to grow your book. That doesn't replace your state handbook, okay? It does not cover your state laws in the majority of the cases, but it actually teaches you how to build your business. So you still need your state handbook, okay? This is just a resource to help you to build your business. It's no cheaper way you're going to get the knowledge that I'm dropping other than sit here and watch literally on my channel, okay? PBO, I wish it was that fast to be a notary here in Louisiana. Yes, each state is different. Louisiana and New York. So the most complicated states to become a notary, not that it's impossible because they have a bunch of them, but the most complicated are going to be California. We know that. Then we have New York and Louisiana. Those are the 3 most complicated states to become a notary. Yep. Is it impossible? Nope. You just got to be, take your time with your testing because they have a lot of testing. And it's funny, I still have those people in my group because once you even do all that testing that they put you through, it doesn't teach you how to do a business. It doesn't teach you how to properly do your duties. It's just money. It's just money. Hey, Lisa, what's up? Tisha says she's from Florida. Welcome. You're a Georgia peach. Yep. I got to embrace that too, right? I'm about to go get that Georgia book. I highly recommend it. Pamela J, what's up? What's up? Pamela was all over that chat earlier. I did a couple questions in our mentor chat just to like a little refresher. And Pamela J was all over it. Congrats on that earlier too. Her and Lisa. Donna Mack was killing it recently. Multi-level marketing. Thank you, Donna. I did find it, girl. Lacey says yes. Lisa telling her, hey. Right, because Louisiana is the only state that uses civil law. So they got something where you guys are not attorneys in Louisiana, but you can do a little bit more than other notaries can nationwide. I see we have a lot of people that joined us. So if you have any questions, do not be shy. We're going to hang out a few more minutes, probably 15 to be exact. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, Louisiana has the roughest. Let me pull y'all right quick. Louisiana notary. And I'm Googling, it's a practice test. Pass my test. Sample questions for Louisiana. So I don't know if this website charges you, but they have they got some questions here. Like, for example, says, what specific document title will you place at item number 2 concerning the clerical error and not change the terms of the donation? So I guess this is like you some samples and what are you doing? This is what this looks like. Assume no notary ever involved in the transaction above and there was no error if the original donation was done. Yeah, this looks complicated. That's called pass my notary, so I don't know. Now, I'm on the Louisiana Secretary of State, and it's telling you how to prepare for the exam. So that is something you probably want to take your time and look at. There's a study guide. Okay, I'm looking at it. Ooh. I didn't include this I don't know if I included this in my Louisiana book or not. I just don't recall. I wrote those books years ago. The information is still current though. Oh my God. Listen, guys. So in Louisiana, and you may know this, and this is why, the study guide is $100 and non-refundable. Yep. The study guide by itself is $100. Dog. So that didn't even get your commission. That's just for this book. Let me see. Does it say how much it costs? So for all of you who may be brand new and you want to become a notary, all you have to do is go type in your state. Like, for example, if you want to do Alabama, this is just going to tell you how to get the commission. Now, I teach you how to grow the business. Again, so Alabama notary. You just go there and type in Alabama notary application. And you can go through you can do this at the NNA, because somebody just asked me the other day, should I go through the NNA? You can go through the NNA, but they have fees attached to that. So you can just go do it your doggone self. Save that money and then come do a month of mentorship to get started. But you can go through the NNA. I did not. I just went to my state. That's all you have to do. I got free resources too. I did a whole video 3 days ago about free resources. So please check out the free resources at Notary Educators. People are paying for the EIN number. You don't have to pay for that. I got a link right over at the website. Last thing I'm going to tell y'all, and I'm going to get the rest of these questions. Also, check out my updated notary supply list. If you need your supplies, I have everything listed now. I made it so easy, so convenient. And all you do is tap the picture and it'll take you right to what you need. Okay? So I made that a lot simpler. I realized I was trying to find something on the supply list because I'm always like, go to the supply list, go to the supply list. And I was like, what the heck? I couldn't even find something. So I said, I gotta redo that. So I took the other day, guys, and I got that notary supply list at Notary Educators LLC typed. So you can click on it. All right, Pamela J says, I've been following you and your courses for a long time. Oh, thank you. She says she loves us in the team. Loves me in the team. Let me get it right. Thank you. PBL, what? Yeah, I'm taking a prep course. Yes, thank you so much, Pamela. I appreciate that. PBL says, yes, I'm taking a prep course. Yes, and you have to buy it every year. Oh, yeah. So, Georgia is every 4 years. There are some states that's every 2. Some states are 10 years they have their notary commission. So every state, when it comes to those kind of things, are different. But when it comes to knowing how to actually do the documents, we all operate pretty much the same. There are a few things that you can do, I can't do, etc. Like, for example, we talk about certifying a copy. My process might be a little bit easier. You can still do it, but your process just looks different. The point is, you need to know that you can do it. Okay, we just did a whole course on that inside the mentorship program. So we have all resources for you, okay? No matter where you are, just starting out, if you want to actually have mentorship, if you want to buy your courses individually, whatever you need. I'm actually getting ready to add field inspection, a whole course. I have a piece about field inspection in our specialty course, but I'm actually writing the whole thing. And as I'm writing this course, guys, I was like, dog, I didn't know it was that much with field inspection. Well, I do it, so that's why it's like, I already know what to do. But when you're actually writing it out for somebody else to do it, you know, you bake a cake and you already know what's going in that cake. You go to the store, you buy it like nothing, right? Because you've been doing that same cake forever. However, right, if you're trying to teach it to somebody or write the recipe out for them, it's like, oh, okay. So anyway, I've been gifted to be able to write stuff in a way that people can to get it without a lot of extra fluff. And that's my blessing. So that's what I do. Let me get some more of y'all comments right quick. So Leslie says, I've done a lot of notarizations and did not know that I needed a receipt book. Child. My friend. This is the kind of thing that your notary handbook is not going to tell you. That's where I teach you. That's one of the first things I tell you to get. I have a supply list for you. You need a receipt book, hon. Even though, because some of your clients are going to want a receipt, you should be giving them a receipt. And let me tell you why you should be giving them a receipt. Because in the event they call, you charge $50 for something. They say, oh yeah, she charged me $50 for a notary stamp. No, I charged you $40 for travel, $10 for the notary stamp. You need to be breaking it down, itemizing it for your client. Now, if you don't have a receipt book and you're going to do it electronically, some kind of way your clients need to know what you're charging for, okay? They do. So I'm going to encourage you to do that. And you might, I don't know what other training you've had, Lacey, but I would seriously think about learning with us if you need some help. That's a basic, okay? And you might have self-taught, and you may not know. That's okay. But anyway, I do have the receipt books that I have at the Notary Supply List, on the Notary Supply List at Notary Educators. So just check it out. But get your receipt book, okay? Monica says, off topic, what do you put on your hair? Actually, my hair is a hot mess. It's just changing the texture. But this is just that black gel, the Echo Style, the black one. I like those black ones, and the black Ampro. And my hair loves this gel. It's probably not good for it, but it does make my curls do what I want it to do when I wear it in this state. And I've been wearing it like this forever. This is I always say my fourth set of hair, because I put some color in it one time. It went bad. Had to cut it all off. Got braids twice. Had to cut it all off. So my hair should be a whole lot longer than this. So I wet it before I went live today and I didn't put no more gel in it, but I just wet it and kind of rake it through. Now tomorrow is Sunday, so when I go out, I might put a little more gel because I have my curls to pop. Thank you. I appreciate it though. Leslie said, I know, right? Oh, she's so sweet. Monica says, my goal is to be an entrepreneur and quit this security job. Yeah, and don't quit your day job right away. You heard it here first. I never tell people just to quit their day job, okay? We're going to work into it. We're going to take our time. Slow cooked meals around here, not microwave. I don't sell $100,000 a year, 6 figures and all that. Can you make 6 figures? Yes. Yes, you can. Somebody tell you can't, they're lying. They don't make it, but what are they doing? I hear people on here telling all kind of stories. And if you look at not just that one story that they tell you, right? Look at the whole picture. If you're telling me other areas of your life and certain things that you're doing, I already know why you're not winning. No judgment, because everybody get the right to choose what they want to do. But you telling me you doing these other whack things in your life, I'm like, eek. I know why you're not winning in business. Okay. Because whatever you do in your regular life is probably going to come over to your business life. If you're running your regular life poorly, right? You don't get up on time, always late going to appointments, people can't trust you, people don't like you in your regular life. You think your business is going to be any different? It's not. It's not. So I've watched, like I said, a lot of people on YouTube, and they'll tell other notaries, don't believe the hype, don't do this. But then I'm listening to the other parts of their life, because some people tell like everything, and they don't know. I'm listening to you just as a person, and I'm like, you don't make good decisions over here, so I know you ain't running your business right. Again, no judgment, right? No judgment, because everybody gets to do what they want to do. But I will say this: if you work the business will work for you. That's just facts. If you learn the business, you become a great notary, the business will work for you. It really will. And I say that all the time. I'm at a point now in my business where, do I still market? Yeah, but I don't have to market like I did before. Google works for me. My reviews are off the chain. Google works for me. Yours can be too. Ask every client for a review. Deliver. Don't just ask for reviews, but deliver great service, okay? Prior to asking for a review. Some people don't even provide good service and they ask for a review. I don't ask every client, because if I already know we had a little in there, a little something, and I felt a little twinge, I don't ask that client for a review. I just say thank you. I still thank everybody. I thank every single client. I always send a thank you. Every single client. But I don't ask every single one for a review, because somebody irritated. It may not be because of my service. They might be irritated because they got into it with their boyfriend. The kid just got on their nerves. The dog just bit them, or the car is dirty, or anything. They ain't like the way my curls look. I thank y'all though. It could be anything. They don't like because I got a flower in my head. So I don't leave or ask everybody for a review. However, that's a major part of my business, is asking for reviews. And again, not just asking for reviews, but I deliver. Like Chick-fil-A. Y'all know I love me some Chick-fil-A customer service. I do. Now, I got one Chick-fil-A that is kind of like, and you don't want to stereotype. You don't. But it's one that I go to. I'm like, here we go. But I only stop there because I have to. The rest of them, I already know when I go to this area or go to this Chick-fil-A, they like roll out the red carpet. Now I go to this other one, I'm like, you want to tell, but I'm like, I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble. So they do them, I do me. But when my business, we're gonna deliver. And I have to check myself sometimes, even in our mentorship program, because we so close and we become cool. I'm like, no, you're still their mentor. You be respectful, be kind, and you have to teach. And teaching is not always easy, because the message may not be what you want to hear. But then I always say, I'm less than a friend, I'm less than a mentor if I don't give it to you straight. And I always try to do it with a little sugar on it. I do. So I'm not perfect by a long shot. I make mistakes like everybody else. What other questions do you have, guys? I'm going to be wrapping up, so let me hurry up. PBL says, okay, I'm grabbing my book ASAP so my biz can be up and running by spring. I think that's an excellent goal. We did a video live actually here. The first of the year was like 2025, no more excuses. No more excuses. If you start in January, by spring, yes, your business should be up and running. That's even still February, March, by April 1, you should be up and running. April 1, okay? I think so. No more excuses, because now there's not the excuse, well, the course costs $500, and you can still spend that on somebody's course, no doubt. Or I can't afford training, I can't afford mentorship. No, you can. If you're going to come over here and do the work, and then let me coach you, me in the group, and let us coach you and help you, mentor you that way. But don't come over and think you're going to spend $47 and I'm going to open up your scalp and stick the notary business in your head. That's not going to happen. It's not. So when someone gets upset and they want to leave because they thought that they could just come over here and say, what do I do? It's not that kind of program, guys. It's the kind of program where You do your part. I'm going to do my part. We're going to do our part, the team. But if you don't do your part, we will know it. We're going to know it. It's just like the teacher in school. She knows who did the homework. So if you ain't do the homework and you start asking your question, your teacher going to be like, did you do the homework? Did you do the homework? And if you did not, it's going to be obvious. Okay. Last couple of things. Your hair is super nice. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate it. It's so much free time at my job. I'm using Notary to study real estate. Oh, cool. Again, I don't think you can have too many streams of income. I really don't. Pamela J says, and what's so great for me is following the loan signing courses, and at the same time, I get to see all the different packages on my job as I QA them. And you are right, Kimberly. Every doc is different. Oh my God, Pamela J. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Thank you for saying that. And that's why I really teach, don't try to learn the documents. If you learn the process, you can notarize anything. Anything. I can't say that enough. And somebody actually was in my comments recently and they were like, well, they're not saying they want to see every single document. They're not saying that. They just want to kind of see what's going on. I'm like, I understand that. And I do provide documents in the mentorship program. I have sample documents. I have sample general notary documents. I have sample loan signing documents. But I cannot show you every single document. Nobody can. Somebody right now can come up to me and say, ma'am, I need to get this envelope notarized. Do you know how to notarize this envelope? Do you? Can this even be notarized? Can it? Yeah, it can. Do you know how to do it? Do you know how to notarize it? Right now, somebody can say, ma'am, I need to get this notarized, right? Ain't no course gonna teach you how to notarize an envelope. This little pamphlet right here. Somebody can say, I need to get this book notarized. Can I notarize this book? Yep. Look, it's a manual. Can I notarize it? Yes. Do you know how to? Yeah. Anything can be notarized. That's why I don't teach. And I know people think I don't know what they think. Let me not presume for them. But I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not trying to be funny. When I tell my mentees, you don't have to see every single document. Remember the process. Know the process. Okay? Leslie said my honesty is great. Oh, yeah, I ain't got no reason to lie, girl. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, no, I'm just, now I done talked too long. I'm about to get loosey-goosey. You know how you start talking and then you become too loosey-goosey? That's what I'm doing right now. So I need to probably get ready to get out of here. Because you start talking long, you start talking wrong. All right, y'all, let me see. So Lisa says, sure, I enjoy it. I love how far I've come in this notary game. And Lisa is killing it, y'all. I hate to be talking about her and Donna and Denise, and I got two Donnas, and all of them doing great, y'all. Suzanne, I mean, we just got an amazing group. We really are. And they're putting in the work. It's not like I said I cut their heads open and stuck all this notary stuff in there. They're doing the work. They're studying the program. If you work the program will work for you. If you work the program will work for you. So it's only $47. It is amazing. And that's all I got. Let me get the rest of these questions and I will get out of here. Monica says, the sad truth. Katie Brantley says, it's the mentor program and how can I get in it? I didn't get the first part, Katie Brantley, but the mentor program is at notaryeducatorsllc.com. It's $47. And just read the description. It's crystal clear, so you don't have to call me and say, Kimmi, what should I do? Either you're going to do the program or you're not. Not a lot of conversation because it's crystal clear. I make sure everything I do is crystal clear because now I don't have the resources actually to spend a lot of time. When we first started, we were on the phone a lot, like trying to explain stuff, but everything is written in such a way it's crystal clear what you get. Join the #1 mentorship program, $47 a month, get unlimited access to live weekly workshops and 5-star training library led by myself, Alexis, and Jeffrey. No test or modules. It's very quick. It tells you exactly what you get right here on the website. Learn and grow your business. Master acknowledgement, drafts, oaths, loan signings, Offer apostille, Ron, wedding officiant, and specialty services. Okay. Access marketing tips, pricing strategies, and tax advice. I even got a tax course in there too, y'all. And coming soon is going to be the inspection course. And Lisa, you actually inspired my inspection course. You actually inspired the course. Because you know I have a piece in the specialty course about inspections. But after you had your field inspection and the incident with the dog, I was like, I need to write a whole course because everybody's not going to know that. So I, based on what happened with you, let me know that, you know what, I need to add a little bit more to that. So I actually got a whole inspection course coming soon. So it's nice. It's nice. I'm excited about it. Go ahead, y'all. Katie Brantley says, please tell me how much is the mentor program. Okay, I just talked about that. Since I'm taking a course, when do you recommend to join the mentor program? That's going to be up to you, PBL. Everything is a business decision. When you think you're ready for it, don't join it right now. You're not ready. Just wait till you're ready. Okay. Lamar says, hey, Kimmi. Hey, Lamar, got my packet Thursday. Yes. Congrats. Congrats. Is that $47 a month, a year? Is that $47 a month, a year? How? So thank you. It's $40 per month. Does it not say that? I'm sure it does. Yeah, it's per month. It says it right there. Per month. Per month. And it says it everywhere per month, okay? $47 per month. Yep. That little slash signs mean per. That means per. All right. And then, yeah, Lisa, girl. Thank you. Thank you. And Lisa, this is another reason why I always say I learn from you guys, you learn from me, we learn from each other. And the reason I decided to write the whole field inspection course is, again, because I realized it was a little bit more into it than what I have in the specialty. The specialty course, I talk about like 15 different ways you can make money. But I decided to do a deep dive, and I realized people are selling field inspection courses. One. Two, people ask me all day long, do you have a field inspection course? Do you have a field inspection course? And I'm always like, yeah, I got a piece of a nice chunk about field inspection. But I didn't realize it was so much involved until you had your incident recently, Lisa. So I thank you for that, girl. I got you on something. I don't know what it's going to be, but I got you. Yep. So that inspired me to write a course, and it's coming in soon. It's nice. I'm halfway there. I doubt if I finish it today. I'm tired. I'm going to get these last few questions. Any other thing you want to talk about right quick? Actually, we're done taking questions. Whatever in this chat. Let me finish up. So Trakita says, did you say you had a YouTube on secret shopping? Been thinking of this. I don't have a video on mystery shopping yet, Trakita. I'm going to do it because I've been getting a lot of offers about mystery shopping. And there is a signing company that sends out a lot of work for mystery shopping. Now, they don't pay a lot. I've not countered on one yet. I just haven't even had time to do it. But I am going to do the job and then take you with me. There is a YouTuber. If you just type in mystery shopping, hold on, because she used to rock with us. Let me see if it pop up. You can check her out. She used to really be with us when we first started a long time ago. Let me see if I can find you her channel right quick. But just type in mystery shopping and she'll pop up. Because I promise you I can't find. Oh, Gold Digger. Goal. Goal Digger. And if you go over there, tell her Kimmi said, hey, okay? Yeah. Goal, like Gold Digger. She got quite a few videos on mystery shopping. But I will be adding that again. I might even go ahead and write a course on that one too. Because I know how to do it. I've done mystery shopping before. So I might even go ahead and write that course too. I should write it on my board over there. So anyway, have you officiated a wedding? Let me see. No, I have not officiated a wedding. I have a wedding officiant course. I know how to do it. It's just something I don't choose to do in my business. But I do have an excellent course on that. I also have a remote online notary course there. So I got y'all covered A to Z. The library is just growing. So we're going to be one-stop shop. And if it's something I can't do, like I've told you already, I've given you a couple of people to check out, okay? I'm not beyond collabing and telling people where to go. Lamar says, I recommend her books. There's a lot of information. helpful information, especially if you're a beginner. Thank you, Lamar. Appreciate the shout out. You guys are so generous. That's another reason why I don't mind doing what I do, because I know it's appreciated in this space. And I always win. You know that song, all I do is win, win. I don't want to get copyright, but, and not that I'm bragging, but when you provide for other people, you're gonna always win. That's just life. If you do the right thing by other people, the right thing will be done to you. Now, I will tell you this, it don't always come back the same way that you gave it out. And that's all good too. I've done stuff for people and they don't even say thank you. It's like, okay. But then the next person, they like, let me get you lunch. I'm like, oh, thank you. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I don't look for my gift to come back the same way that I gave it out. That's what I'm trying to say. Lisa says, boy, you're welcome. Yes, girl. Thank you. Trakita says, I've been doing field inspections. Not bad so far, but this notary stuff, I'm like the previous person. I just want to take off in spring. Yeah, so check out the program. Trakita says, okay, LL, thank you. You're so welcome, guys. On that note, we got that last question. I'm out of here. As always, on behalf of Notary Educators with Kimmi, I want to say thank you for letting us be a part of your notary journey. I wish you all much success, and I'll see you sometime soon, okay? Pamela J says, we appreciate you and the team. Thank you for this amazing opportunity that us as notaries need. Don't stop. Good night. All right, Pamela J. Good night, my friend. Y'all take care, okay? Hopefully I'll see y'all at a live session next week. We got 2. Okay. Bye.